Following Tammy's significant Season 7 revelation, it is time for the 1000 LB sisters to conclude their reality television endeavors. With Tammy Slaton having accomplished her weight loss objectives, it appears to be an opportune moment for the network to conclude 1000 LB sisters. Tammy, a 38-year-old native of Kentucky, premiered on reality television in 2020 with her sister, Amy Slaton, to chronicle her bodily transformation. Although Tammy initially grappled with enhancing her diet in the early seasons, she's starting prioritizing her health following a health scare in 2022. She resolved to transform her life and enrolled in a rehabilitation center, where she effectively dropped weight and subsequently underwent bariatric surgery. From 2023 to 2025, Tammy encountered and overcame numerous emotional obstacles. After the demise of her husband, Caleb Willingham, she courageously re-entered the dating arena. Tammy committed herself to regulating her desires and sustained her weight loss. In 2024, Tammy resolved to pursue skin removal surgery, but her physician recommended postponing the procedure and quitting smoking beforehand. Ultimately, in 2025, Tammy was considered prepared for the surgery. In Season 7 of 1000 LB Sisters, she endured a perilous operation, culminating her weight loss metamorphosis with enhanced confidence. The network has multiple justifications for concluding 1000 LB Sisters, with the most prominent being the culmination of Tammy's physical makeover. Tammy and Amy aimed to enhance their health by reducing weight. They participated in 1000 LB Sisters to chronicle their weight loss endeavors and convey their challenges during the process. Amy had significant progress in her weight loss program, although Tammy encountered difficulties in attaining similar outcomes. Consequently, she became the central protagonist and a significant factor in attracting numerous viewers weekly. Tammy invested considerable time in transforming her physique. She underwent bariatric surgery in mid-2022 and subsequently shed over 500 pounds within 3 years. Recently, she underwent a dermal excision treatment, finalizing her weight loss metamorphosis. Tammy has accomplished all the objectives she established in 2020, effectively demonstrating the fluctuations of her physical change. The culmination of Tammy and Amy's fitness adventures has rendered 1000 LB Sisters devoid of narrative, thus providing no justification for the network to renew the series. Like Tammy, Amy likewise has fitness objectives for her initial television debut. She desired to become a mother, but was unable to achieve this due to her stature. Amy diligently concentrated on achieving natural weight loss until she received approval for bariatric surgery. Following her weight loss, she fell pregnant with her first child, Gage, in 2020 and subsequently had her second child, Glenn, in 2022. Regrettably, Amy's life changed following her divorce from her spouse, Michael Halterman. The abrupt conclusion of her marriage provided her with renewed impetus to persist in chronicling her story on television. In 2024, Amy discovered love with her new lover, Brian Levorn, and began contemplating a future with him, including aspirations of creating a family. In Season 7 of 1000 LB Sisters, Amy accepted Brian's proposal and arranged to marry him. She conveyed her elation to her supporters, expressing her delight at having discovered the proper partner. Amy's engagement to Brian signifies a new phase in her life, as the couple aspires to a tranquil and joyful existence together. Amy should now concentrate on progressing, putting her experience on 1000 LB Sisters in the past. Several years prior, 1000 LB Sisters distinguished itself as a distinctive program, enthralling audiences with its profound drama and engaging narratives. As of June 2025, the show appears to have diminished in attractiveness and inventiveness. The previously unforgettable moments of Tammy and Amy have been supplanted by uninspiring content, resulting in many viewers feeling bored and seeking enjoyment elsewhere. The show seems to have become readily forgotten, lacking the ability to compete with other, more captivating programs. It is no longer the essential viewing phenomenon it once was. It may be readily eclipsed by newer, more captivating alternatives poised to occupy its time slot. By 2025, TLC possesses an abundance of programs capable of substituting 1000 LB Sisters. One such program is 1000 lb Roomies, which closely resembles 1000 lb Sisters but has two new cast members who are in the early stages of their weight loss journeys. 1000 lb Roomies provides significantly more for fans compared to 1000 lb Sisters. Consequently, it would be a rational decision for the network to terminate its previous program in order to allocate equivalent resources to the new one. Concluding 1000 lb Sisters will enable the network to direct viewers to 1000 lb Roomies. Some viewers would contend that Tammy has a compelling voyage ahead, as it may require several more years for her to completely recuperate from the skin removal surgery and potentially endure more procedures to enhance her confidence. Should sufficient fan support materialize, the network may contemplate concluding 1000 lb Sisters to grant Tammy her own spin-off, emulating the trajectory of previous reality television personalities who have obtained individual spin-offs. A mini-series might offer Tammy a medium to convey her fitness updates to her audience in an exciting manner. Despite the absence of a major narrative in 1000 lb Sisters, there exists potential for a spin-off centered on additional relatives of Tammy and Amy. Amy's sister-in-law, Brittany Combs, has initiated a weight loss endeavor to enhance her health and possibly begin a baby. A spin-off centered on Brittany and Amy's brother, Chris Combs, may be an intriguing concept. The spin-off may also depict Amanda Halterman's fitness transformation and her burgeoning romance with Leonard Moore. In tribute to 1000 lb Sisters, the network may consider titling the spin-off 1000 lb Siblings. Nevertheless, 1000 lb Sisters, these warning signs indicate Tammy Slaton is not the hero she is perceived to be. Tammy Slaton, a star of 1000-pound Sisters, is not the paragon she is portrayed to be, as evidenced by her numerous red flags. Season 7 of 1000-Pound Sisters has recently concluded, having shown 9 episodes. Season 7 included all of Tammy's siblings, Misty Slaton Wentworth, Chris Combs, Amanda Halterman, and Amy Slaton. The show initially centered on Tammy and Amy, but then broadened to encompass their entire family, as their familial relationships and conflict were found to be compelling. Misty, Chris, Amanda, and Amy underwent bariatric surgery to enhance their health and have seen success. Chris was the inaugural individual among the group to have skin removal surgery, which significantly enhanced his quality of life. Tammy desired skin removal surgery after losing over 500 pounds. However, she was protein deprived and had a vaping habit. Nevertheless, Tammy successfully surmounted both challenges and received approval for skin removal. The surgeons excised 15 pounds of surplus skin from Tammy's face, neck, arms, and lower belly. Despite Tammy's significant progress, she nevertheless exhibits concerning indicators that should not be overlooked or obscured by her favorable portrayal. At her peak weight, Tammy reached 725 pounds and experienced numerous medical complications, including concerns related to her lungs, thyroid, blood pressure, and mobility. She commenced self-assistance in Season 3, following a medical crisis that resulted in her being placed in a coma on life support. Only when Tammy committed to a weight loss rehabilitation center, which she had previously abandoned, and adhered to her program, was she approved for bariatric surgery. Following the procedure, Tammy successfully lost a considerable amount of weight and subsequently returned home. Upon returning home, Tammy persevered with her dietary and exercise regimens, successfully sustaining her weight loss, thereby transforming into an icon and hero. Tammy has triumphed over her morbid obesity and its associated issues, and she continues to advocate for bariatric procedures, skin removal, and mental health, establishing herself as a prominent figure in reality television and weight loss circles. Season 7 delved into Tammy's romantic life and her new connection with Andrea Dalton, further enhancing her sympathetic portrayal. Tammy developed romantic feelings in a weight loss rehabilitation facility and wed Caleb Willingham during her residency. Regrettably, Caleb succumbed to issues arising from his obesity in June 2023, rendering Tammy a widow. Consequently, her re-entry into dating was a significant endeavor. Additionally, Tammy, who has always identified as pansexual, is currently in a relationship with a woman. Season 7 of 1000-Pound Sisters has portrayed Tammy in an excessively favorable light, despite her numerous concerning actions and behaviors in the past. Her heroic portrayal is unwarranted considering her behavior throughout the series, particularly about her poor choices in lovers. Tammy, a Leo, exhibited a deplorable demeanor during her debut on 1,000 Pound Sisters and maintained this attitude for several seasons leading up to the most recent one. She referred to herself as Queen Tammy, a title that her family also embraced due to her behavior. Tammy shown significant entitlement in the previous seasons. Amy had to withstand the full force of Tammy's wrath and aggression, as they were neighbors, and Amy provided the majority of care for Tammy during her most challenging times before to rehabilitation. Tammy was exceedingly unkind to Amy, despite the considerable assistance Amy provided her. Tammy consistently desired immediate fulfillment of her requests and exhibited tantrums when her demands were not met promptly. Tammy employed intimidation, aggressive words, and rage to assert control over others, despite her own inability to manage her circumstances. Queen Tammy has consistently exhibited a volatile temperament, which was obscured in Season 7 of 1,000 Pound Sisters, presenting an unrealistic portrayal of her character. Tammy's improved attitude may stem from her enhanced circumstances, yet her personality has been characterized by a volatile temper, impatience, and a demanding disposition. Although Tammy's aggressive and abrasive demeanor was subdued in Season 7 in favor of a predominantly positive and transformative portrayal, there were indications of underlying issues. Specifically, Tammy's unwillingness to operate a vehicle. Tammy was unable to drive due to her morbid obesity. But now that she has attained her target weight and regained mobility, she ought to take further steps to assist herself. Tammy attempted to ride a tractor but quickly declared her fear and relinquished the endeavor. Due to Tammy's inability to drive and her reluctance to enhance her maturity and life skills, the responsibility frequently rests on Chris. Chris maintains a full-time employment and has familial responsibilities, although he often must abandon his obligations or take leave from work to transport Tammy to other locations. Given Tammy's newfound capability, she ought to obtain her driver's license to enhance her independence. By persistently depending on her family for tasks she is capable of performing independently, she complicates matters for all involved, an action unbecoming of a hero. Tammy is fortunate to have a loving and supporting family. Despite their disputes, they consistently make an effort to support one another. Yet, it appears that their assistance is predominantly directed at Tammy, who reciprocates less frequently. Tammy exploits the extent to which her family is willing to go to ensure her health and happiness, as she requires substantial assistance and support. In Season 7 of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Tammy's portrayal significantly deviated from her typical depiction of poor conduct, volatile temperament, and exacting disposition. Tammy's red flags persist. They are merely concealed at present to facilitate a hero narrative. Nonetheless, Dr. Smith, associated with 1,000 Pound Sisters stars Tammy and Chris, discusses 3 essential considerations when undergoing plastic surgery. Stars of 1,000 Pound Sisters Tammy and Chris's Dr. Smith just disseminated a video on June 27, 2025, on plastic surgery. He disclosed his assistance to thousands of patients, including Tammy and her brother Chris. Dr. Smith expressed his opinion that weight loss surgery constitutes the initial stage. Subsequently, skin excision surgery is the subsequent course of action for most individuals. He addressed 3 considerations that individuals should bear in mind during the transition process. He captioned the photo with the following 3 points and stated, "Locate a plastic surgeon who comprehends significant weight loss. Continue your efforts. Your habits are increasingly significant at this moment. Prepare yourself mentally. Recovery transcends superficiality. Transformation transcends mere numerical measurements. Continue onward. Achieve victory today." Viewers of 1,000 Pound Sisters have likely observed Dr. Smith during Tammy's several consultations on the program. In his newest video, he recounted his expertise as a surgeon who has assisted thousands of people throughout the years. "I have observed numerous individuals undergo skin removal and plastic surgery following their weight loss journeys. Most recently, the experiences of Chris and now Tammy," Dr. Smith stated, "is an exceptionally exhilarating period for individuals, as it resembles the final validation of their arduous journey. He discussed the formation of loose skin following weight loss. It represents a conclusive surgical mark at the culmination of the voyage. He emphasized its significance and hence outlined 3 key considerations for everyone to remember. He stated that a board-certified plastic surgeon should be selected for the procedure, an individual who has undergone specialized training in plastic surgery. The objective was to achieve the optimal result and attain the most favorable conclusion. Secondly, 1,000 lb sisters, Dr. Smith asserted. What measures can you implement to ensure the optimal outcome? Nutrition. As bariatric surgeons, we emphasize the significance of vitamin replacement, supplementation, and nutritional optimization. Healing is most effective when you enhance your nutrition. Additionally, Dr. Smith indicated that the extensive incision might elevate the likelihood of wound dehiscence. To prevent this occurrence, proper diet is crucial. He asserted that consuming nutritious whole foods would facilitate the healing process. Dr. Smith addressed the psychological perspective on plastic surgery as the third point. He also observed that not everyone can afford plastic surgery. He also discussed the mental health perspective. He emphasized that patients should acquire comprehensive information regarding the surgery from their surgeons prior to undergoing the treatment. Greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Mina. I hope your day is going well. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel.